Good afternoon. We're going to pick up where we left off, talking about ergodic systems. Now, if you remember last time, we talked about a grouping of cheetahs and how they could be slow, fast, or super fast, and how that probably had this absorption barrier due to bell curve. And bell curves are usually built around natural gravity, natural pulling down of the ends of these data, right? So DNA is the natural gravity among cheetahs. Slow cheetahs don't become super fast cheetahs. When we went to a dynamic system, water molecules, or if we apply a heat source, they can all change. They can move from cold water molecules to hot molecules, but they'll move in a kind of a predictable pattern depending on where the heat source is applied, right? Versus an ergodic system, which is a random over time experience of each of the states of being. Here we're going to talk about asset classes. So we're going to pull up this quilt of asset allocation in a second. And when we talk about asset classes, or asset allocation rather, asset classes within allocation, usually what you see in these quilts of asset allocation is a time period. Here we're going to talk about 2000 through 2017. And what you'll see is for each asset class, they will give it a position 1 through 10 as its ranking for the best performer in each year. Let's see what happens in this system. Different asset classes over a long enough period of time, taking different states of being. And I'm going to read to you, as Victoria tracks it in her chart, we're going to read to you what commodities did over that time period. Okay, here is the state of being of commodities. 1, 9, 1, 6, 7, 2, 10, 3, 6, 8, 3, 9, 10, 9, 10, 10, 3, 8. It experienced all states of being other than 4 and 5. Over a long enough time period, it would certainly experience 4 and 5. There's nothing there to indicate that it wouldn't, right? But you might say, well, commodities can be more volatile. Let's look at some other asset classes that are less volatile in and of themselves. US S&P 500. State of being, 8, 8, 10, 5, 5, 6, 5, 7, 7, 5, 5, 5, 5, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3. Again, all over the place, kind of erratic, because it's not about how the US S&P 500 performed in and of itself. It's how it performed relative to the other asset classes. So the best performing isn't relative to the least performing is a volatile pattern because of the added complexity. It's a geometric mathematical calculation when you add different elements like that. Let's look at the last one. Cash, incredibly stable, right? State of being 3, 2, 4, 10, 10, 7, 8, 8, 3, 9, 10, 6, 9, 6, 6, 3, 10, 10. We literally went from being 4th best asset class to 10th best over a 1-year time period. So that is a pattern that we should be able to recognize and say that has fluidity. That is an ergodic system that has dynamic fluidity because of the layers of complexity and the way each of those asset classes impact each other and are impacted by the world around us. So next time we're going to talk about that same theory, that same pattern as it applies to companies and to individuals. It gets really interesting when you start digging deeper and deeper from broad picture classes to the companies and then to individuals. So we're going to talk about that next time.